From Bears Last Stand to Saban's empire, we built the league, broke the mold, and rewrote the code. Crimson Tide, unstoppable, undeniable, untouchable. 7-9 champs, goal line stand. Barry Cross made Penn State fold their hand. Chile ran, Ogilvie danced. Sugar Bowl glory, banner advance. Ray Perkins brought Venice wrath. 3-time All-American cleared the path. Bill Curry's crew, Siren Stacy's fire. Deep Steve Crown, Crimson never tired. Gene Stallings, 92 rain. Teague stripped Miami, left them in pain. Jay Barker Lassick, Odin Tide. Langham locked down, Thorpe took flight. And we're nothing but a winner. The best to ever do it. Crimson Tide rolls deep. No one can outdo it. Built for the lights, bred for the fight. We don't chase greatness, we define it right. Saban touchdown, turn fire to flame. 6 rings later, they chant his name. And Graham ran wild, first Heisman won. 2009 Texas came undone.
And roll tide to you, Alabama Nation. Roll tide to you. Oh, man, it's been a lot going on. I'm telling you, your man, Kalen Deboer, has been doing a lot in that portal. And it's taken me a couple of days to get it all together. But I'm telling you, they're doing a lot. I'm proud of the boys. I mean, I didn't think they had it in them. I thought it was all falling apart. I thought I was like, man, wait a minute, man. We need some of this and we need some of that. But y'all ain't bringing me nothing. But before I get to that, there was something that came up, man. We know the Crimson Foundation has got crumbles and cracks all over the place. But down in Mobile, the Exodus, it started in Mobile. The annual Senior Bowl games coming up. Victory lap for the Senior Tide. Instead, this year is looking more like a hospital ward, or perhaps more like accurately, maybe even a departure lounge. I mean, yeah, people supposed to be punching their ticket to the league by playing one more game, and folks, they may just be doing a workout. I don't know. The executive director of that thing, Drew Fabianach, let me just say, Drew F, Mr. F down there, he confirmed that not one, not two, not just, 3, I was about to say 5, 3 of Alabama's biggest stars have pulled out of the event. Now, the trio consists of Deontay Lawson, Justin Jefferson, and also Sherman Bernard. So I gotta think, if we can whisper, there gotta be something up, because them boys can play. They must have got down there, their agents was like, man, we ain't gonna, you don't need to play that game. You good? Let's go train. Let's get rid of Indianapolis. This is supposed to be a homecoming for Lawson. Local kid is not going to be a no-show, but that's all right. He'll pay him back in Christmas and the Thanksgiving turkeys and Christmas bicycles for the little kids and little dogs for little girls. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's like an injury clause. The official reason that's being fed is saying that the guys are not doing well. Injuries, it can be a convenient blanket for, kind of this whole era. We always got somebody hurt. We always got somebody beat up. But anyway, he doesn't sound, the Drew F guy, the director down there, don't sound convinced. I mean, he spoke with AL.com and he noted that everyone who's dropped so far has been to injury. I'm like, dumb, what you expect? But I get it. But he followed that statement, which I don't think was smart. He followed it with, now, do I know that is true? I don't know, because like I said, they're calling him director. Fabianich, something. But I didn't say Dr. F, did I? I said director. He's putting the game together. So he got skepticism, and the Senior Bowl, they openly question the validity of our players. You know, you may be talking about a culture problem. Do they not trust what's said by Alabama players? I mean, we've always been, you know, transparent and been there for the Senior Bowl. You know, it suggests that there's a lack of buy-in, which is, you know, that was unthinkable before, you know, this Deboer era, this NIL era. But you know what? You know, Saban would have people playing whether they could, you know, if you can walk, you can go play. You know, under this era, it seems like stay at home if you got a hangnail. Or if you're a draft, you know, and you got a good draft grade. You know, if you got a hangnail and you're rated at a B- and above, you just go ahead and meet with your agent, go ahead and get signed up. Pick out the new the ZR1 Corvette. It is now the fastest production vehicle in the world. That's right. You can buy a Corvette tomorrow, and you can go 0 to 60 in like 2 seconds. Amazing. I do not know how long it takes to get from 60 to 0. I said I was going to look at this weekend. I've been busy, MLK, and marching and parades and sleep. I hadn't had a chance to do it. But let's look at what's actually being left behind on the field in Mobile. These aren't just depth chart fillers. These 3 players are, you know, the literal engine of the 2025 team. If you add in a Tim Keenan, you know, and Bray Hubbard, but Jeremy Bernard was not just a receiver; he was a primary weapon, man, for our quarterback. You know, leading the team in catches, yards, touchdowns. I don't even know why he was out there. Maybe he was doing somebody a favor. And defensively, everybody, I mean, they got losses on everybody's radar. He was like one of our key players the entire season, especially in the second half of the season, as he was recovering from injury from last year. And Jefferson as well. I mean, they were a wonderful tandem to have at the University of Alabama on such an offensively inept team. Kind of reminded me of the Dubose, Shula, Francione era where we had defensive players, but offense is not something you always promise. Had a good running game, not much else. But then, you know, you got the Ty Simpson thing. You know, he's going to the NFL. I'm glad for him. People are giving him a lot of credit for saying he wasn't going to go to another school. I understand it. I get it. Go ahead and get ready for the draft. We love you, Ty. Do your thing. But I didn't know if it was necessarily. I can't throw somebody under the bus. I couldn't throw Ty under the bus if he went and played another team. The economics are real for different families. You look at the average family, what they make, even though your child's on NIL, you know, so your child made $3 million on NIL while he's at this school. Why not go triple that in 1 year? You know what I'm saying? But luckily, thankfully, Ty could do that, and he can keep it moving. Now, getting over to this class. Oh, we are headed down there, man. We headed down. We headed down. And look, well, I got to go down and look at my notes. Headed down and look at all these players, man. It was a real concern, man. Just thinking about that. We'll break down this most aggressive roster renovation in the history of the capstone. You know, while the college football world has been busy checking their bank accounts, NIL balances, Kalen Deboer was like checking for scars. He's like, if you ain't got like a big bruise right here, or, you know, if I ain't got no film of you fighting during the game, he wasn't signing. 2026, we ain't trying to win no beauty contest. No, we got all the high school players coming out, top 5 classes, but that don't win no games, now does it? Not in this era. No. This team appears. Now, Kapolovic, Grubb, Deboer, even Womack, Coach Roach, Linguist, Nix, they got a coach. But right now, they look like they being built for a fight. I'm saying, man, we've seen all the exits, the names, you know, stars that preferred the flash of the the flats of the, flat fields, flat lands, instead of this pressure to SEC or the pressure at Alabama. I got to stop using that frame because I don't know what you get by playing the SEC other than some money. But when you look closer at who's coming, we aren't talking about finesse. And that's what we've been doing, folks. It's true. We ain't talking about finesse. Now, are we going to finesse these guys down? We're going to drop them down a level? I don't know. But we're talking about a stampede. Over my next two videos, this one and next, I'm going to analyze the 16 men who have decided to pick up the Crimson Tide armor. We're grading them in toughness. We're ranking them their impact on the team, and we know I'm going to define exactly how much pain this new look Alabama plans to deliver. Now that's on paper. We got to wait all the way to the beginning of the season to see what's going on. The top needs, I want to review those for a minute. We got to remember, we need an interior line, folks, because we lost veteran starters to the NFL, to the portal. We needed role graders, and I think they really send some people on their merry little way, too, a couple of them. But we need to restore that power run identity. I think they're hearing us, folks. They're listening to all the Alabama podcasters, the former players, national media. Like, what happened to Alabama in the running game? I mean, I tell you right now, Wade Wallace probably just rolling over in his grave right now, doing push-ups. It's crazy. But, who's going? Proctor's going to the NFL. Parker Bress was gone. Deboer is gone. Roberts Vandermark, they out of time, along with Deboer. I don't know if he's going to the NFL. I think all five of them will go to the NFL. Several others beamed up. They said, Scotty, beam me up out of here. They got on. The only one I know that landed thus far is Will Conformer at Texas A&M. I pray that Coach Nix will be walking through the first practice when they're getting physical, or the first practice when they're hitting them pads. He'll walk by, he see what they're doing, and he would just take up. I don't know. You ever seen like a cattle prod? Just take a cattle prod and stick it right up next to Coach Kapalovic's neck and be like, if I walk by here one more time and I see you doing this cream puff stuff, I'm going to push this butt. Shake my hand or beat my butt. Anyway, we also need defensive linemen. I mean, to survive this SEC schedule, we need a whole bunch of them. Not even the SEC schedule, the 2026 schedule. The Tide required massive, high motor bodies to rotate and punish opposing quarterbacks. LT Overton is gone. Mr. Shimmy Shimmy, the coolest capper at the capstone, Tim Keenan III is gone. And several others just hit the eject button. Freddie Roach needs something to coach. And they have kind of addressed those issues. Now the physical perimeter playmakers, several wide receivers. I think we're down to 7. The other thing, we put 1 on scholarship. And 2 of the 7 is out of high school. That lets you know how bare bones it is. Several of them went on to the great portal beyond. There was a need for a big body target to replace Isaiah Horton, and that could block as well. They didn't have a problem blocking. So it's definitely a concern. And last check, like I said, there are 7, and I know 2 of them. The guy they picked up yesterday out of Georgia, and Sadaria Morgan, one of the top receivers in the country, is a freshman who they're going to be counting upon, just like we did with Lysell Brooks. Not a big surprise. It happens from time to time, but it seems like we're going to be doing it every year as long as there's portal around. People are coming around too, because on my Facebook group, people saying, I know this portal is where it is, and it's not the kids' fault. The coaches can't really do nothing but work around it. And they're saying I just look at a number and be like, that number 22 is damn good, Roll Tide. And I don't blame them. In all circles and walks of life, people are saying things. Look at, man, I don't know who that dude is over there, man, but man, they need to get him off the field. We don't know names no more. Used to be able to, when in the olden times under Saban, you could say, man, Jackson need to go, me need to pick it up. I remember saying myself, who is this little boy out here throwing the ball in the ground like this? If you saw Bryce Young before he became starter, the year before he became starter, he was like, somebody gonna get that baby off the field. That baby gonna get hurt. But we need players, man, and they doing a good job picking them up. But congratulations right now. I want to take a minute. Congratulations are in order. Congratulations are in order. A young man. I'm gonna say I remember the game. I wonder what happened to him. But if you can remember back during you're a real fan, you watch this. The Louisiana Monroe, there was a little receiver named Chagrin. He gained national attention during that 2025 blowout against Louisiana Monroe. In the fourth quarter, he caught a 20-yard touchdown pass from freshman quarterback Kalen Russell. A play that it kind of went viral and turned him into a fan favorite. He had joined the team, man, back in 2022 as a walk-on. This man is 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, the wideout out of Huntington Beach, California. Mr. Chagrin, his friends call him MJ. That's some heavy initials to carry. Thanks, Mom. Mr. Chagrin has now been given a full scholarship as of January 17th. Congratulations, son. You did it. You did it. You pushed through. You pushed through. You pushed through. Now, this man originally joined the program as a walk-on in 2022. After 3 years of contributing, primarily on the scout team, at practice, and his production, his production and leadership in 2025, where he played multiple games, led to his elevation. So here he is. And like I said, he is one of the 7 receivers who got coming back. With several, we also had with several scholarship players leaving, like Cole Adams, shout out to you, and Isaiah Horton, shout out to him. And in the transfer protocol, it just made Chagrin's his promotion is just helping to stabilize the wide receiver room. I have a feeling we're gonna probably pick up 2 more wide receivers out of, if not from high school, the portal, but with Deboer's deep offense, he might get him out of high school because it takes a long time to really flourish in it. If you think about, one thing that set us back was not just Ryan Williams' catches, but this is his second year in the offense. But look at Jeremy Bernard. Look at what a 4 or 5 year receiver can turn into under Kalen Deboer's offense. So hopefully Ryan Williams gets it together. Lysir Brooks, he has this second year thing, whether he goes up, down, sophomore slump. Hope he don't have one of those. We don't know what we can have, but also getting scholarships, Graham Rotten at offensive line, and also one long snapper. He got him a scholarship too. So congratulations to those guys. That's not easy to come by. Now, the top misses right now, there were targets out there that, Deboer couldn't. I think he hit, but he couldn't wrap up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was telling the players they need to hit and wrap up. He didn't hit and wrap up. And to me, this wasn't a no-brainer. I thought it was a stretch. But Cam Coleman, man. Cam Coleman, I think we could. Yeah. I think we could. So, man, Alabama was his final visit, but NIL got him down to Texas for about $3 million. Take care of mama, boy. Take care of mama. No way we can spend that. You got Morgan coming in. You keeping Hollywood around. You got the other boys up there need to get them some of that. Nah, $3 million was too much for us. Now, the one that really irritates me is Hollywood Smothers. And if I had a chance, I'd smother him with a big bale of cotton candy right in his face. It was a gut punch type of flip. He committed to Alabama, and like 3 days later, he flipped over to Texas because Texas got that money. Which reminds me, I heard Colin Cowherd say today that in 10 years, some programs may be non-existent. Now, let me tell you how slanted and jaded he is with this. He calls up USC as one of the programs that'll be relevant in 10 years. Of course, he does Big Ten. He does Michigan. He does. He got Notre Dame in there. He got Oregon. He got. He said in particular LSU, Alabama, Georgia. Non-existent. I might as well take Tight Sports and take it global, looking at all college sports, and leave it at that. Don't even worry about looking at this little stuff because, We're not going to be relevant because they just don't have the money, guys, to compete. I know they're kind of hoping for some changes to happen and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut up. USC is not relevant now. Are you crazy? USC has had a top 5 recruiting class. I don't know how many games they won. I don't know. They ain't getting nowhere. And if USC get back into the Pac-12, which Pac-12 is supposed to be coming back, it really ain't going nowhere. Washington and Oregon State, under the head coach of our Jamarcus Shepard, former wide receivers coach, they ain't going nowhere. They still there. They still over there like we be us, too deep. And everybody's complaining about that travel from the West Coast, Stanford, UCLA, USC. They all complaining. Washington. Is it Washington? No, I said Washington by mistake. They about to put that thing back together. So maybe USC can take those high draft choices and beat the crap out of a low-level Power 5 team. But right now in the Big Ten, they're not relevant. Or even say at Penn State. I've told you guys, Penn State is going to be garbage for the next 6 years. Get ready for it. 10 years from now, if Alabama ain't relevant, they ain't going to be relevant either. Because right now, they don't have no coaching. Yeah, it's me. Back to my analysis here. Another miss, I thought. Keon Keeley got away from there, man. They didn't want to, I guess, pay the bucks it takes to keep him at home. He was a homegrown depth that was lost to the portal. And that forced us into scramble mode because they had really put a lot into him and got him, man, made him into a primetime player. He was behind some great people, Yanzi Pierre. He's behind Quay Russo. But now he's flashed and he decided to hit that portal. Go take care of my boy. Take care of my boy. Take care of my boy. I get it. So, but right now, what we got coming in, man, I just came up with something myself. It's called a Stampede factor, and it measures a player's perceived aggression, their motor, their nastiness on the field. This is based on published media reports. Like, what are the media saying about him? What are they saying? Did he get in fights on the field? Is he starting fights at practice? Does everybody trust him? Is he getting kittens out of trees? Or maybe he's like, I don't know, making like not just sweet potato pies. Maybe he's making like lemon custard pies, like in between practices. I want to know how nasty this, because we missed the nastiness. Now I know if this is my scale, I made it up. It goes from 1 to 7. Coach Deboer right now, I give him about a 3.2 on the nastiness. Womack, I give Womack a 5.8. I would. Grubb got like a not very nasty guy. Made too many promises coming in, telling we're gonna run. Grubb said we want to be able to run the ball when we want to, not just when they expect us to or when it's short yardage. He said we want to be able to run the ball. This is what he said when he first got hired. This is his first press conference. I cover most of the press conferences. We want to be able to run the ball. It was in a paper, matter of fact. It was an article. We want to be able to run the ball when we want to. And this man ain't ran the ball in about 80% of the games they have played this year. Effectively, at least. They tried, but they ain't making no holes. So I'm like, yeah, you get a 0, Coach Grubb, on my new Stampede factor. That's right. Now coming in, I'm gonna go through a couple of these and I'm gonna close this thing out with about first 2, get them out of the way. Ethan Stangel, I don't want to miss his name, his long snapper. His nastiness is Stampede factor is kind of low, but we need a long snapper. We just lost one and we just brought one up on scholarship. So it's gonna be a battle. I want everybody battling for position. This guy's 6'1", 220. He came over from John Carroll High School. He's from Syracuse as a junior. He played 12 games. He started 12 games, matter of fact, 24 stars. He got a year left. Precision snapper. He's a veteran under pressure. We need that because we had some. I told y'all, all together collectively, special teams going to lose the game, and I think I was right. It probably was a game and a half, but they lost us a game because it's just some chicanery, some foolishness going on out there. He brings that special teams up stability. We need that. Downfield tackling on punt coverage is an area of weakness. I don't like that. He's efficient and quiet. He isn't there to initiate combat. Next up, you got Lorcan Quinn, 5'10", 175. He's another kicker out of Marshall, sophomore, but he's originally from Donaghmore, Ireland. That's right, mateys. Anyway, I think I sound like a pirate right then. The guy was 21 of 26, 81%, and 38 of 39 on his extra points. His has a long of 55. The question is, can he kick in front of at least 80,000 crazy Tide fans, but 100,000 people? A lot of them who are not just wishing you well, they wishing harm to you if you miss this next kick. He did 13 starts. He got 3 years left. He's a top performer at the Coles Kicking Academy. Like I say, he's an Ireland native. He has a massive leg. He has 80+ yard kickoffs like that. Don't need no return. And let's see, he is 5 of 5 from 40 to 49 yards. That's good. And like I said, he's a weapon. He makes 35-yard line in scoring territory. Now, we want to be able to push that ball in the red zone score, but, you know, I'll take this. Let's see. They say he needs to work on his short-range kicking consistency. Wow. And they call him the Irish Hammer because he has that big leg. But, you know, he specialists rarely just, you know, join the fray as far as, like, his Stampede factor. But they still gave him a 2 because if he can kick a ball like 80 yards, you don't want him kicking you somewhere else. Next up, Carmel O'Neal's a defensive back. Now, he measured in, he's Dijon Lee size, 6'4", 200 pounds. He was previously at Mercer, so that's an FCS school. Yeah, we had 36 tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, and 10 pass breakups. So he got the skills to play, but can he play at this level and at this speed? Now, he has 22 starts. He had 22 starts. So, I mean, he started the whole time he was there pretty much, unless he redshirted. He has 2 years left to play. He's elite. He has elite length for a DB, and he's sticky in man-to-man coverage. So he brings versatility to play either like corner, or maybe he can get in there and mix it up with Red Morgan. Red Morgan will probably be out of here next year, going to the NFL, if you ask me. What is that position? The Husky position? Is that right? Husky or Wolf or Bearcat or Bear Claw? I can't remember. But he can switch it up. And, you know, he's going to have to, but it's area for improvement. Can he hang with, you know, FBS speed? You know what I'm saying? He had no problem with FCS speed, but can he hang with our stuff? He's known as a pesky defender who uses his long arms to frustrate receivers. Now, I did see somewhere where he had a little problem with you know, he's kind of touchy-feely when it comes to getting the penalties. But I am glad we got a little depth back there because that is our strongest unit this year. Based on returning players, Keelan Saab's coming back. I think Bray Hubbard is out of here. But you got Zay Brown, and then you got Dijon Lee on the other side coming back for his second year. Adding this guy in, got Red Morgan coming back. It's a strong room, but this is the kind of guy. I guess they didn't want to bring nobody and just totally blow him away. You still got guys coming out of high school. You know, but we know they got to learn their way around the building. This guy comes in and add a little more stability to the whole thing. And I'm going to cut it off right here because we're getting too close to 30 minutes. I thank you all who have joined me. Remember, my live show, Around the Herd, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Join me there. I want to make sure that I got a couple new segments coming out. I'll explain them in the next video. This video is too doggone long, and I'll come back to it in part 2 of this same subject. Where's my doggone exit? Get out of here. I got to redo my exit. But I thank y'all for joining me. We'll see you in the next video, part 2 of this, where we go over the rest of the 2026 portal class for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Always remember, roll, tide,